Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock. This is Off the Bar, the brand new weekly show brought to you by Green King Sport. We've got all four of us here today. We're going to be going through our Premier League predictions, and in this show we're going to be looking ahead at the season, and every single week we'll be looking forward and backwards at things that have been going on, taking the piss a little bit.
Joe,
can I
just stop you there? The name.
I was waiting for this.
Off the Bar.
Yeah.
It works from every angle.
Apart from, there's loads of shows.
There's been loads.
If you can bring me a show, or anyone at home can bring me a show that is currently producing content under the name Off the Bar, then we'll happily change.
Or if you can bring us a name that better than Off the Bar, we will
Spotify
change it.
podcast called Off the Bar.
They haven't
I
posted
was
in-
on a
they haven't
show
posted in 3
on
years.
Soccer AM called Off the Bar.
Soccer AM doesn't
This is
exist.
the first time Off the Bar has ever existed.
Soccer AM doesn't even exist.
But if
so
you have a
it's
better
all
name,
that.
let us know.
Let us know.
You could say we're raising the bar.
Yeah.
Off the bar.
Why don't
Raising
we
the
call
bar.
it?
Yeah.
Off. Yeah.
Go on.
Go on.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, come on.
Joke. Steve's
I love
big
that.
joke.
I love
Come on.
that.
Start with
Get
the
I was going to do an FC United joke, so I was going to call it the
bar podcast.
Right, let's
bar
not.
Off the bar. Right.
let's podcast.
When he
off
says he's
the-
going to do something, just no.
First things first.
What about
I'm
first
Joe.
things third?
This is Adam
Yeah.
McKola, Stephen Howson, and Jay Motty is here. We're going to be going through our season predictions. The season starts in 2 days' time, fellas.
Wow.
It's that big. It's that new. It's that soon. How are you feeling about it, Jay?
I'm excited.
You look excited, yeah. Fucking hell.
Absolutely excited.
I'm excited, you know. I am buzzing my tits off.
I'm getting it. But do you know what it feels
I am
like?
off my tits for this new
It
season.
feels like we've not had a break because of pre-season and all that. It doesn't feel like you've had a little bit of a lull. It just
That's
feels
more
like there's
our
been
fault than anybody
football
else's.
Constantly.
United have played 8 games in the last
That's what I mean.
3 weeks.
That's
So
what I mean.
we sort of haven't really had a break, really.
Yeah, so it's just been non-stop. And also there's the weird thing of we're on the Monday as well, so it's not going to feel right until we play Wolves.
Yeah, exactly. And let's just first of all, I
different
want,
about it, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
no point standing on
Happening, innit,
ceremony.
whether I'm excited or not.
Let's start with our bottom
That's the spirit. I didn't think anyone could be less enthusiastic than me, but he is.
Yeah, well, that's him,
He's
isn't it?
loving it, really. This is him being excited.
That's
Yeah.
true.
He's excited to be excited.
Just chill out a bit, man. Calm down.
I'll start with you,
Jesus
Jay.
wept.
Give me your bottom 10. And we're gonna, obviously, the juice is
Just
going to
get
be in the
stuck
top
into
8.
it.
Just
Right.
give me half
want
the
it-
league table
do you want it-
immediately.
No,
go.
because the
Do you want
juice
it
is
20 to 10 or 10 to 20?
Just get straight in.
20 to 10. The
Right.
juice is in the top 6.
Why don't we
innit?
just do the bottom 3 because like that's.
Well, I can
That's-
give. I can
no
give
one.
you-
Who's Jay got 11th?
All right.
Don't
Okay.
care. Honestly.
Yeah, that's why it don't matter, because he can say his bottom 10 and we'll discuss the bottom 3. So go
Yeah.
on, get stuck in.
Right.
Just give us your bottom
Did
3.
you say
Give us
20
your
to
bottom
10?
10
10.
down.
Give us 10 down.
Oh, he's
10.
got Bournemouth and West Ham.
I love the fact we're
13th and
arguing about
14th.
how I should. Do you know what? I'm just going to say these 10 fucking teams and we
Yeah.
can move
Start
on.
10 and
Do
go
it.
down.
10.
Stop
Burnley.
talking about your 10 and fucking tell us your 10.
Right, 10 is Burnley and we're going downwards.
10th.
Burnley, Nottingham Forest, West Ham, Bournemouth, Fulham, Everton, Palace, Brentford, Sheffield United, Wolves, Luton.
Broke
He's
his
got
phone.
Burnley in 10th.
Why? What's wrong with
I
that?
thought you was off the booze.
Right, hang on a minute. Right, Burnley, yeah, have got a bit of dough. They've got enough money to spend 20 million quid on a keeper from City who's never kicked a ball in the Premier League. So they've
Or
got a
in
bit
the
of money.
Championship.
There's a
Got
fuck
up
up.
and coming manager.
They've got an up-and-coming manager. Yeah, we had their 4th choice striker as our 1st choice striker last season,
We've sent him
by
out
the
on
way.
We got rid of him again.
I know, but
rightly
still.
so.
I know, yeah. But still. So there's usually a team that comes up that does well.
Yeah.
I think that'll be them.
Right. Do you want to tell you why you're wrong?
Please
Yeah.
do.
2 words. Daniel Farke.
What's that mean?
Norwich absolutely boxed the Championship in the exact same manner that you're seeing with Burnley at the moment.
Okay.
Right? And they came up, they get touched up by Manchester City,
Yeah.
and they shit it.
Right.
And then they reverted back to just a whole type of a system and a formation
But that's against
that
Man
didn't
City,
get
though.
them promoted. No, because they did that in the rest of the league then.
Yeah.
Against everybody else. And then they lost their principles, and then they got rodded.
Happens every year.
And then they get real.
All right then. What about Chris Wilder? He had one season where he came up and then he did
Yeah,
9.
but it was a defensive
And
base.
Vincent
formation.
Company
He
looks a
played
bit better
9 at
than
the back.
Farke, to be
It
fair.
Yeah,
wasn't it wasn't
My point is teams get
yeah.
promoted and some teams do
Yeah.
well.
But the one
Brentford
that
have done it.
It's not the one that. But Brentford are a counter-attacking team, and they played counter-attacking in the Championship,
Jay,
and then they came up playing
Here's why you're
counter-attacking.
wrong with
Yeah.
Stephen House. Right, go on then, Steve.
Look
Give
at
us your-
using
give us your
tactics and
bottom 10.
analysis, right?
Bottom 10, go on.
Luton are fucked.
Right. Or bottom 3 then. Luton are down. Right.
Luton are down. Let me get the rest of them.
You're just copying me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
This is the correct one. We should have done Steve
Jesus
last
Christ.
because he's
I've never
right.
seen so many
Wolves.
tabs open on someone's
Wolves.
phone.
I've got Wolves. This is literally identical to me.
Where Wolves on your table?
Oh, you've got Burnley instead of Sheffield United. Right, okay. Then.
You
So
think
you've got
Sheffield United are going to stay up? Sheffield
staying up.
United,
Skin of their team.
2 of their best players have gone because they were on loan.
Yeah.
They've gone back to City. One of their best player got sold.
Do you know why?
How do you think
But
Sheffield
why
United is staying up?
Because they know their shit. They're gonna
What
come
shit?
out like this. they're going to defend, and they're going to do just enough to stay up.
Here's Steve's logic. They're so shit they'll stay up. Whereas Burnley are too good.
Me saying Burnley stayed up is ridiculous.
Burnley think they're dope.
Sheffield United stayed
and they're
up.
not.
All right.
So they're going to get absolutely touched up. They're going to listen. This is like those Southampton 9-0-ins. You're going to see like a 6 or 7-0 involved in Burnley because he's going to keep trying to play. They're not going to be able to hold possession against Premier League teams because they're just not as good. And someone's going to absolutely dunk all over him. I don't know if you remember how shit they were against United last year.
But I think he'll change when he needs to. I think his principles will go out the window.
Exactly. And then that's where they go, because he's got an entire team set up to play one way. And that's why I think
adaptation.
Go on then, Adam. Who's your bottom three?
If it does, they'll stay up.
We are pleased to announce that Off the Bar podcast is sponsored by Green King Sport, where football is more than a game.
Green King Sports venues are showing every single United fixture for the 23-24 season with over 900 sports pubs across the UK. Doesn't matter whether you're from Manchester or Maidenhead, you can catch every single minute of the action.
And keep an eye out during the season as well for loads of events, offers, content and competitions that puts you closer to the action.
And if you can't get to Old Trafford for the season opener against Wolves on Monday evening, why not catch it on Sky Sports at a Green King pub?
It's the next best place, isn't it? And we'll be doing some live shows at some of these places as well, so you want to keep it locked. I'll go bottom 10. 10th Fulham, 11th Palace, Brentford 12, 13th Everton, 14th Forest, 15th Burnley, 16th Bournemouth, 17th West Ham. And West Ham are ruined without Declan Rice, to be totally honest with you. And if they're looking to spend any of that money on Ward-Prowse and McTominay, then see you later.
They'll be fine.
Wolves,
probably shag them more.
18th, 19th Sheffield United, 20th Luton. Luton are going to be worse than Derby.
Luton worse than Derby. What do you make of that?
Luton have just got Ross Barkley though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who's better than Derby?
even worse than Derby.
Proper double fuck.
There's the
Kenilworth Road ain't going to know what's going to hit it.
What's the first game he misses and how long's he out for?
I don't think he'll make it to the ground.
The first game he'll miss is the
You
first
get lost
game
in
of the season.
someone's backyard.
And he'll be out for the rest of the season.
Hey mates, where's the ground from here?
He'll wake up in someone's shed.
Yeah.
Levered.
I don't mind that bottom half. I think you've probably got
Wolves, Sheffield United, Luton
Brentford
will be 4 of the bottom 3, I think.
Yeah, well, we've all sort of agreed on that, haven't we?
3 of the
Think
bottom
about it.
4.
Brentford. All Brentford have to do
Four of
is
the bottom
stay
3.
outside the relegation zone. Even Tony comes back, scores loads of goals. Second half.
I think that
easily get
second
12th.
wind.
That's a big if, though.
They easily get 12th.
No, not easily. They'll be in the mix, I think, but they'll. Yeah, they're going to struggle.
I think they'll struggle, but I think Tony will come back and I think they'll have enough in him where they're not out of it, and he'll come back and get them some goals and they'll survive.
my bottom
Go
10.
on, your bottom team is stupid.
In 11th, we've got West Ham.
What about 10?
What?
No, that's
About
top
10.
10.
10's top 10.
Oh shit, I did 10. Downwards.
Yeah, that was silly, wasn't it? In 11th,
missed
we've
that
got
class at school.
West Ham. Then I've got Wolves in 12th.
West Ham finishing 11th.
Yeah, I think they will improve. I think they'll get better.
Improve for that
I
Declan
think
Rice.
they'll have confidence.
They're going to play Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
And they're going to keep David Moyes.
Who's better than any of their centre-backs, by the way. So
Yeah, it's
he's
true.
their
That
new
is
best
true.
centre-back.
That
Yeah.
is true.
He's coming in as captain, Steve. It's not just me
He's
who thinks
equivalent
it.
to Kurt Zuma.
No, he's not. He's better than Kurt
equivalent
Zuma.
to Kurt
He's better than
Zuma.
Kurt Zuma.
He's not better than Kurt Zuma.
He's better than Kurt Zuma.
No, he's
That
not.
was quick.
Oh, right. Neither was Steve Bruce. Is he not as good as
Well,
Kurt Zuma?
whoa, you just gone back about 30 years.
Well, what?
Yeah.
All right, then,
Harry Maguire was
Robert
built
Huth
in
won the
92.
league. Robert Huth won the league.
Unfortunately, it's 2023, bro.
Yeah.
Steve Bruce was better than fucking John Terry. and
Steve
his
Bruce
wild
was
Yeah,
a lead.
exactly, and he was slower than Kurt Zuma.
Yeah, but he also scored 19 goals in one season,
That's not the
so
only metric by which we
Three.
judge
All right, let
centre-backs,
him carry
is
on.
it? Faster or slower
I
than
love the fact
Kurt
he got to
Zuma.
11 before he started getting digged out.
Steve said you didn't even care about your bottom 11. It's only the bottom 3. The only two teams that are quibble
West
with
Ham
was your
11th,
11th
though.
and my 11th. West Ham 11th. They've got better. And everyone underneath
better.
them is worse than
They've
them.
let Declan Rice go. They've got better.
They won a trophy
fair
last
enough.
season.
Bro, Harry
And
Maguire in
Kobe
got better.
Manu had
They've kept
Declan Rice in
David
his
Moyes and
pocket.
got better.
West Ham...
Maybe bear in mind, they should have got relegated last
Oh,
season.
bear in mind they're in the fucking Europa
when
League.
you say they should have got relegated, what does that even possibly mean?
Mate,
They didn't get relegated.
they
so
were
shouldn't
awful.
have.
They were saying Moyes out.
So?
He's gone this season,
So
bro,
Man
before
United fans,
Christmas.
we didn't get relegated. Right.
I mean, we
we
needed
were
it.
champions.
Yeah, they're champions
his
of the
best.
Europa Conference.
To be fair to the kid, he did
All
his
right,
best
carry
for
on.
the
Okay.
reigning
I
champions.
believe they got a
You got past
DDPL.
12 there
Yeah.
before you got
Yeah,
stopped.
12th is
Yeah.
Wolves. I think they'll improve.
Wolves 12. I'm always joking. I'm always
They'll
joking.
improve.
Wolves have just let go of Matteo.
Joe, you're not supposed to do
Jimenez,
these fucking videos
Lopetegui.
drunk.
They've let go of all these key players and their manager.
I'm
And
going to
they're
start
improve.
sticking up for Joe because you two are picking on him. Go
Wolves
on.
in
What the fuck?
13th is Everton.
Right.
They'll get their act together eventually. 14th is Brentford. That bubble's going to burst. No Ivan Toney for the first half of the season.
If they stay up, the
could
bubble's-
easily
there is a
be-
bubble going to burst.
They could easily be
Yours.
19th by the time
Fucking
Tony comes
11th.
back. 15th is Palace because that's where they always finish. Forest in 16th. I think they
Palace
got.
finished 11th last year.
They always finish
My God,
15th, don't
every single sentence he says, you question.
they? Metaphorically, they always finish 15th.
Fine.
Safe-ish is the Crystal Palace motto.
Yeah.
Forest in
Love that.
16th. I think Luton are going to finish 17th. I think they'll hang on.
No.
Because everyone thinks they're going to go down. They're going to play
'Cause
like
they're-
underdogs all season.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course they're
And
going to
they're
play like
gonna stay
underdogs
up. I'm with
because they
Maka.
are underdogs because they're rubbish.
I think this is going to be like
they
they're going to be
can't
in
play
danger
top dogs when they're shit.
of finishing on the all-time lowest points.
Everyone said that about Sheffield United, though, and they stayed up comfortably.
18th
18th is Bournemouth. They can't keep hanging on. We've seen teams do it in the past. Sunderland, they've got a Sunderland about them. They've got a Wigan about them. Do you know where you just like, oh, we scraped it again. We scraped it again. You can't keep scraping it.
I think you're right, but I
shit
think we've
manager,
got one
shit
more
players,
season
shit
in
team. 18th.
Shit
19th
manager, you know.
is Sheffield United. I think they're going back down. And bottom of the table, absolute passing go merchants, Burnley. They're not good enough.
Wow.
They're trying to play like Man
Burnley
City.
below Luton.
They're trying to play like Man City,
Burnley
but
below Luton.
they haven't
and
got the
Sheffield
players to do
United.
it.
Wolves and West Ham
Go on then. What's
better
wrong
than
with
last
that?
season.
Do you know when people
Steve,
say...
you
West
said,
Ham better than last
Steve,
season.
you said Burnley were going down.
Right, I'll
Right,
tell you
but
what.
you've got them rock bottom. I've
Yeah.
got them and like Sheffield... I think is it them and Sheffield United?
And I
Right.
tell you what,
Just a bit
right?
iffy.
Vincent will get onto his bezzy in January if he's struggling.
And what will
go.
he do? Give him another 20 million for a player that's
No,
never played
give
for
him
the
some
first team?
loanees or something.
The mad thing is, this little relationship between Burnley and City has so far only benefited City. Who saw that coming? They sold a shit goalkeeper for 20 million quid to a team with no money.
But I
You're
think
gonna
that.
be embarrassed by
I don't even care.
I think
Do you know when people say opinions
I
can't be
think
wrong?
you
It's just an
saying
opinion.
Wolves and West Ham have improved is mental.
I don't think they have improved. I think
You
they
said
will
they're
improve.
better than last season.
I think they will improve, yeah. I think they'll finish better than last season.
Double down, do him. Double down.
I don't know what's
Double
worse.
down
You
on
saying
everything.
20th.
Don't-
I think they'll go down, but you
Right.
saying 20th and him saying 11th, yours is madder.
Right. So where do you think they're going to finish?
Like,
Either,
15th.
either one or
I'm-
two
I'm
places
right.
different to me.
It's not about the one or two places
Well,
because
it is.
United finished third, but we weren't challenging for the title, was we?
15th.
Right. So
So
what are you
what-
saying?
you can't-
then?
What are
say
the
one and
odds
three places.
on Burnley going down? Let's have a look at that.
Show me
stats.
show me the Opta thing, which I'm not happy that it's got United
on,
fourth.
Eve.
We'll talk about
By
it in a
the way.
minute. The
We're
odds,
finishing first.
the odds
but
on
we'll talk about
Burnley
that.
going down,
They're
is-
15th.
they think they're going to finish 15th. perhaps.
Right, which is
12.3%
The odds on them going down are,
chance.
what,
18.
30%? 30% chance of going down. That's got there. If you add up the 18th, 19th and 20th spots, it's around 31%.
Yeah, that's right. I'm
Right.
right.
I
I had Burnley 15th. I think I'm a genius. You know?
This isn't right. This is a
You-
prediction. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, that's not happened yet.
right.
Yeah, but
Jay,
that's
back
the
to
future.
you.
Yeah, go on, son.
Give us
that is
your
my table, pretty much.
10 to 6. Or, those four there.
Right,
These are the sort of non-teams.
6 I've got Spurs, 7 I've got Newcastle, 8 I've got Villa, 9 I've got Brighton, and obviously I did 10 before, it's Burnley.
Okay.
Let's not do that again. Right, we've done all that. Right,
We've done
I'm
all
not doing that again twice.
Who have you,
We've
so
established
I don't
you
know what's
agree.
worse, him having Wolves there or you having
have
Burnley
you
there,
got
because they're
Arsenal?
both...
I've got Arsenal 5th.
Right, okay.
I've got Spurs 6,
Six.
Newcastle 7th,
Newcastle.
Villa 8th. I might have
Did
been
they Burnley ever finish higher than that under Sean Dyche?
They finished 9th under because
Yeah.
they got into Europa, didn't they?
Yeah.
Spent 2 games there and got knocked out.
Right, Steve, 7, 8, 9,
Glory
10.
days
They
are
got
back
knocked
at
out in July, didn't they?
Playing.
Yeah.
How do you even spell that?
Hey,
7, 8, 9, 10, please, Steve.
Villa in 7th.
No.
very close to me.
What do you mean no?
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Thought you wanted 6th? You wanted 6th for me, didn't you?
No, I meant from...
All right, sorry.
So Villa in 7th, Brighton in 8th,
Oh.
Brentford in 9.
Oh.
Just think they got a way,
Amazing.
they got a way of hanging on. And then
I get on to 9th.
But Steve, they've lost their
Hanging
only...
on.
their-
Hanging
their
on.
only
Hanging on
goal scorer.
to what?
I think
9th.
Hanging on just outside the Europa
I don't think
place.
they relied on Tony.
Hanging
as
on
much
to
as
Europa
people.
Conference.
I think that one player's. I don't think. Put it this way. I think Tony is less important to Brentford as Spurs is to Kane is to Spurs, which is why they're 10th.
We'll get to that. Okay, go on then. Who's your rest of them?
So it's Villa, Brighton, Brentford, Spuds.
Spuds in 10. Have you
To
not
be
seen the
fair,
way they
I've
passed
got
out the
them
back against
6th.
Barcelona?
Oh my God! Stop. Shh.
Once.
Remember us against with Van Gaal. 7th, I've got Spurs.
Yeah,
8th, Newcastle.
yeah,
9th, Brighton.
yeah.
10th, Fulham.
I've got Brighton 9th.
That means that...
Newcastle are done diddly dusted in any of those top six.
I think
they're
the
sticking around.
Champions League's gonna.
Yeah,
Distraction.
they
I think
bought
they'll
bang average players. Livermore, all right, might be decent. Tonali don't want to be there.
Some of them are getting on a bit as
Harvey
well.
Barnes
like,
is
Dan
hilarious.
Burn
Getting rid of
on.
fucking St.
Tripping.
Maximin and bringing in Harvey Barnes.
Harvey Barnes better than St. Maximin though.
He's more productive.
Yeah,
he gets
yeah,
more goals. So Maximan's better to watch, but he doesn't do a lot.
But like when they were linked with the
That's
Madison,
what we're here for.
they needed to get like a Madison that they were linked with or something like that.
Where's he gone? Has he not
Spurs.
gone anywhere? Has he gone
Spurs.
Spurs?
So it's the most Spurs signing ever. Isn't
Spurs, you had him
Stinks of Spurs.
Yeah.
Good to know you know the squads anyway. So 7 to 10.
He went to Burnley.
I've gone Brighton in 7, Arsenal in 8, Fulham
Yes.
9,
Love
Villa
that.
10.
Explain.
Hey, I
Love
had
that.
Arsenal in 8th last season. I was wrong.
You
Yeah.
were wrong.
I was doing it mostly to boil piss though, because I thought they would finish
Right.
5th.
When have you ever done something just to play?
I struggle to
frequently
believe
to
you've
be fair.
done that. Steve.
If you look at the last 4 years of Arsenal, the
Eighth,
most
eighth.
often occurring position is 8th.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
Eighth.
I'm giving them their accepted
medium.
position.
Yeah.
This is their modal position, right?
Okay.
So when
Modal,
when
sorry.
everything else has been
Average
said,
types.
when they revert back to type, they finish 8th, and they'll
Okay.
do it again this season because I don't think that Saka, Martinelli, and
Trossard and Jesus.
Odegaard are all going to get 15 league goals again. That seems almost impossible.
Saka could, I think.
They're not a
Saka
surprise
could.
anymore.
I don't
are
think
they?
they all will. I
No,
think
no, I
one or
agree
two
with
of
that.
them could.
Pressure off the fans will be. I mean, they've already started talking about winning the Champions League after beating
Yeah.
City in a pre-season friendly on.
They
Paddock.
Gary
start-
did a clever one as well. Put all the pressure on them so they're winning the league.
Yeah, I like that.
They
They'll
started
start
last
to believe
season as this sort of
In fact, I
plucky
should do that.
underdogs.
I should do that. So you should win the league because you've just beaten City. You're obviously
Well,
the
he's
best team in the
spent-
league.
they've spent
And if you
3/4
don't, it needs to
of a
go
million.
by October.
He spent 700
Do you not
million.
think though, Joe, with like Saliba coming back, he's such a big player for them that they're gonna finish there or
It
thereabouts.
depends
so
where they're looking to play.
average.
I don't
Havertz,
think he is.
Havertz, you
I
I
know.
think
think he's
Saliba's
mental.
good. I do think he's good. They've got good
I don't
players.
like him.
But I actually think
But I
all
think
the
he's a good
teams
player.
above them are good.
Okay.
I don't think, and I don't think it's a case that. I'll get to it in a bit because we've got our little sort of left field.
It's safe to
predictions
say
come
you
up.
don't rate Declan Rice, isn't it?
I
You think West Ham have got better since he's got Arsenal have got shitter since he's arrived?
I think he's a good player.
He's terrible.
He's a good player, Declan Rice, but he's also a bit all right, isn't he?
Yeah, I get ya.
he's kind of fine. Give me something that is
He's still got posters on his wall of fucking Kobe Mainu after last week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
the
think he's
point.
world class at anything. I think he's very good at a lot of things. I
good
think
at
he's like
shouting.
a sort of souped up
He's
Jordan
very good at that,
Henderson.
isn't he?
But he's dead good in like proper media trained interviews. Like this is a new coffee provider that we've got. And he'd be like, no, like,
Yeah,
but
It'd be
don't worry
amazing.
about that.
Because
I
it'll
don't-
put
I don't-
his
I
sort
don't-
of
I don't
personal
need to
touch on it.
fucking
memorize
memorize
class.
Yeah.
Right, Jay,
Go on.
just hit me with that full top 6. Smash it out.
This is where
Bottom to top.
This
Bottom to top. You
bottom
gotta
to
go
top.
bottom to top.
6 is Spurs, 5th is Arsenal,
Yeah.
4th is the Scousers, 3rd is us, 2nd is Chelsea, 1st is them lot from down the road,
Wow.
cheating the way to the top
Unbelievable that.
again.
Chelsea second, explain.
I just feel no European football is a massive help to teams. It really is. I think Pochettino is a good manager who can get a team into the top 4 in that conversation. They have still got some good players.
Yeah.
I know they've got far too many.
He spent about $1 billion.
But I just think, for me, that the European thing is massive. I think it matters. I think when you've not got Europe and you've got teams around you that obviously have, it helps you. And I do feel like there'll be a bit of, let's get back on track. And also, just historically, Chelsea tend to have, if you have one shocking season, the following season, usually, they do better than you expect. So I feel it might be that. I don't think they're going to win the title by any stretch, but I think they'll finish second.
Does it concern you that they haven't got a goal scorer?
Not really. I mean, that is an issue, obviously. But I still think, I don't know whether we're giving up on certain players. Like Sterling had a bit of a stink, did he? I thought he was older than he is. You pointed
27.
out. 27.
Yeah, do you know the problem with Sterling is he's shit. That's the problem.
Do you
with
think?
Sterling.
I don't know.
He got 30 goals in a season for City.
Right, I'm getting
Pat
5.
Nkunku's injured as well.
Legitimately,
that's- I was gonna
you
say,
give
like,
me
Nkunku was
38
injured.
games for City, I will score 5. And
Yeah.
not penalties.
You
Not
also-
penalties.
Right.
Well, the-
Not
the-
a
Right,
chance.
right.
First of all, you're wrong.
You won't.
Joe,
Right.
Joe,
Steve.
I'm getting,
Steve.
I'm getting
Van
7
Veghorst
shots
is
a
the answer
game.
to
I'm
that
getting
question.
5 goals.
Steve, if
Van
I gave
Veghorst
you,
is the answer to that
you a
question.
full season of playing for Chelsea's under 12s, you won't get 5 goals.
I will.
Yeah. First of all, fundamentally, you're wrong.
You won't.
But secondarily to being wrong is 5 goals.
5 goals.
Is still very different to 30, isn't it?
Right? What's your point?
5
Sterling
goals.
got
So
30
outrageous.
for
Yeah,
City.
for City.
Right.
I'm saying I'll get 5.
Oh, right. Sorry, not Chelsea. Say no.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
All I've got to do is stand in the penalty box. There'll be some that I can shin in.
Yeah, but
Steve,
Steve,
30,
That would
90
be
minutes,
that
38
would be
games,
hilarious
5 goals.
Watching you just being offside constantly.
Ring Pep, let's
The
make it
best
happen.
thing- right,
Let's go and prove him right.
Steve, you watched Wout Weghorst play for Man United. He got
All right,
one
yeah,
goal.
United aren't City.
2.
No, but you aren't Weghorst.
Right?
You're
What's
saying
your
you're
point?
going to get 5
I'm fucking
times
quicker
more,
than him, for
more league
starters.
goals than Weghorst
Right.
did.
Alvarez only got 9 league goals for City last season.
And he played about fucking 8 games.
He played a
31
lot of games.
31.
Yeah,
Anyway, right.
90 minutes.
We're gonna get
Right.
90 minutes.
5.
38 games. 5 goals.
Right.
Stephen
All
Howson,
left peg.
the man who could score 5 goals in the league for Man City,
Hey,
despite...
unproven. That's all we have to say.
It's never going to get
unproven.
proven.
Could go
is
either
it?
way.
As well. It's
but
one of
it's
those things
unproven.
you can say that no one's ever going to know.
What's your top 6?
6 is Newcastle, because I think, as Jay's mentioned, the lack of European football is a massive benefit, and I think they over-egged it a little bit. I don't think they've improved enough in the transfer market to really take it home and do well in Europe and finish inside the top 4, because doing both is hard, as we've seen post-Fergie. Don't really fucking happen. So I think that they'll have a little bit of a wobble and they'll come just out of it, and then they'll probably see the Arabs just throw a fucking rate load of cash at it next year. So they do get back in the Champions League and get on that Champions League tit. I think Arsenal, speaking of tits,
Nice.
You got
Arsenal,
them in
5th, yeah.
Same as me, that.
Arsenal going to finish 5th because the fucking pressure and expectation on that fan base, which is the most ridiculous fan base that's ever been invented.
It's incredible.
It's bananas. Like, they win a fucking basically, we beat them twice in one game. They beat City once in one game. Ours was just a pre-season game, but this, like,
Yeah.
and was Pep won like 1 fucking Charity Shield since he's been here?
He don't care, does he?
Doesn't give a fuck.
And did anyone else think that
Don't
Pep
care.
looked a bit fat?
Mate, if you just win a treble, you can get fat.
But
Them's the rules.
He looks fat.
like
That's Dwight York.
the beard was a bit longer than usual, and the shirt was slightly tighter than
He's
usual.
cracking up, man.
Did
It's
anyone-
over. He's
Look
got
at
them-
that.
He's
He's got
them
a little poopy podge there. Did he always have that?
We had a good summer.
He had a great summer, hasn't he? He's not left Greg's, bless him.
He's not left.
His head is still in
So yeah,
Greg's.
I think Arsenal come 5th because
Yeah.
I just think that it's going to be a little bit too much pressure.
Right, okay.
And there was a bit of a surprise package last year.
No, I hear all this.
And
I
you know,
do hear all this.
Arteta's doing a miracle on the 670 million that he's spent so far.
Absolute shit.
In like 4 years on a team that previously had
To
a
be
lot
fair, he
spent
has
on it.
delivered 1 trophy. in that
Yeah, he
time
has,
as
yeah,
well.
you're right. 2 if you count
No.
the likes of the Bangkok Cup and Charity Shield, which we don't anymore. 4th, Chelsea, because I agree with Jay for once on the fact that no European football, Pochettino having all week to work with the lads.
Your mate.
The fact that they do have a really fucking good squad, it was just like, Lampard is so bad.
He's terrible, isn't he?
Yeah, Lampard is so bad.
Right.
And I actually think
Awful
Graham
manager.
Potter would have actually fucking sorted it about, but it just was never going to get the chance. And Tuchel probably would have fucking done bits with him if it had
course he
still
would
been here. I think Poch will be good enough.
He's a good enough manager, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is.
He's good enough to
top
get
four
top.
manager.
You can't say he's a bad manager.
He's top four
He's
manager.
just gets that
Champions League
top
this
level.
season.
That's
I think it's following season.
Oh, is it?
Right. I think he's good enough to get 4th with no Europe and that squad.
Yeah.
And I think they'll probably buy a striker before the end of the window, if not, definitely in January.
Yeah.
3rd, Scousers,
Yep.
because I think
thereabouts.
they've done some decent buys this year. It remains to be seen. They've lost a lot of experience, and that really washed United out when we lost Rio Everett, Ever and Vidic all in one window. That really fucked us up in ways that you maybe don't quite see on the surface. But I think that they'll probably still have enough momentum and quality in them to sort of finish inside. They have got Europa League, which could throw them a little bit.
But they might just do an Arsenal and sort of rest players in the group stage.
And they've got a bit of a squad, haven't they, for that?
Phone it.
They've got like
Yeah, they have got a decent sized squad, so and a lot in midfield and attack, which are usually the ones that get burnt out. Centre halves and that can play all fucking day long, can't they?
Yeah.
United second, probably quite a way off.
I was going to say what Cyprus second.
Yeah, probably quite a way off still. I think we leapfrog Arsenal and are better than the rest. The only way that we get close to City is if Pep's hot girl summer has actually fucking bled into it, because we have seen teams do a treble and then phone it in. It didn't really happen with United. We were unlucky. Was it Real Madrid knocked us out the following year?
Yeah.
Prawn sandwich brigade.
Keno got sent off, didn't he?
So we were close the year, and I think we won the title early doors. The
Both
following
times,
season.
the 2 following seasons after the treble.
The
So-
99-2000 season is the most points we've ever had in the Premier League and the most wins we've ever had in the Premier League.
I think, so we didn't phone it in
No.
the following season.
But
Just
that's
the
we
way that
started
City
it.
team sort of,
They're 3 titles in now as well. Aren't
the
Yeah.
way that they started our run of 3.
they? Yeah.
The way that City team, especially likes of Jack Grealish, celebrated it, it stinks a little bit of when we saw Liverpool over celebrate their 1 title in 30 years. And I just wonder, do they not? I think United aren't going to steam out and set the pace. I don't think that's going to happen. I just want us to be there if they fuck up.
Yeah.
If they fuck up, because that United team can get 85 points, 84 points, something like that. Yeah, that. But can it get over 90? I don't think so. So you're going to need City to go like that. And if we win the league, it'll be on a lower points tally, like 85, something like that, 86, a real fucking push. Just want us to be in the mixer if that happens. And I think we're capable of doing that.
Yeah. Adam, top 4? Or top 6, should I say?
6. 6, I've got Aston Villa. 5th, I've got Chelsea. 4th, I've got Arsenal. 3rd, Liverpool. 2...
Go on.
Fucking Paul told me everything I need to know.
Right. So do those 4 again, because I can tell you are deciding these top 2 now. I can tell that just by your face. So,
I missed his
so who was 6? Villa?
Villa 6th.
Don't know.
5th, Chelsea.
Yeah.
4th, Arsenal.
Yeah.
3rd, Liverpool.
Second. Who's second, Adam?
City 2nd.
Yeah! He said
Do you know what? He's gone early. He's gone as early as you can go.
We've won the league! We've won it!
I'm going to be right.
You know we've done this for 10 years, right?
We're going to be right.
We've never won the
Every
league
year
in
he's
that.
Honestly, yes.
So City second. Who's first, Adam?
Manchester
Hey! Now you better believe us.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'll tell you why. Them lot have got the Club World Cup, yeah. They got to go to that. We're going to take a little bit of a lead and we're never going to look back.
Love that.
Shit.
Leading from the front.
Just Google, can I have a wank on the live stream?
Imagine.
I mean, it's better than a lot of things you've done.
Yeah, Steve, we don't need to Google that. Just do it and find out later.
I'd rather you whack on some of the things
Usually
you've
do things, then wait to see what the consequences are anyway. So let's just do it.
How dare you? That's
Put it
only
to a poll.
That's only happened 7 times.
Nah, I genuinely think we're finishing top 2.
Right, but
Not
not just
second.
top 2, 1.
Not second.
Why do you think we're going to... What?
United are so much better, man.
think?
Last season we had what? A goalkeeper chucking it in. A striker made a Weetabix and another one that was just there and a Make-A-Wish.
You think all the things that did
Foundation.
happen? Yeah, you had Anthony Marshall decided he didn't fancy playing football. You had Cristiano Ronaldo saying he didn't fancy playing football anymore ever again and retire. Because I don't think he's done anything since. You had Harry Maguire retire. You had David De Gea retire. And you had all the other machinations of Ten Hag getting used to the league,
Onana
so
is
we
just
get our arse handed
7
to us
out
a
of
couple
10
of times.
and Rasmus Højlund is just 6 out of 10.
It might be
We're
enough.
on to a winner.
As long as we don't see like a drop off from
just
Casemiro,
feel-
Martinez,
I hear
Bruno,
you.
Rashford.
That it's okay. I'm not going to say it.
Don't fight it. It's happening.
Okay, I'm not
Time
going
for
to.
naysaying.
I'm not going to
Stop
argue with the truth.
So I'm just gonna let things happen and then watch the World Club Cup with popcorn and then just be like,
Oh my God. It's happening.
Right,
I
my
can't
top
cope.
6
I
then.
won't cope, mate.
Newcastle in 6th.
Good.
Spurs in 5th.
hang on, just need to stop you there. We get back on the other.
What?
One day
Sorry,
only.
who's
One
coming?
day only. Yeah.
One day only. If we do a treble,
Yeah.
No.
I'll get it written, but
21's
it's
coming.
cool
Just
off
one
Laura.
day only.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not a chance. I take my sobriety very
press
seriously.
play, motherfucker. Do 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 do.
One night only, James
I'm
I can
up
see
for
my
it.
kids at the weekend. It's fine.
Every other weekend.
Yeah.
Newcastle 6, Spurs
Through glass.
5th, Chelsea
Didn't give me
4th.
any on.
I think they'll get better, but they were so bad last season
Yeah.
that they can't be
They've
that
got to be
much
better.
better.
And Poch's a steady hand.
Yeah, I think...
Hutch is probably the 4th best manager in the league.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Liverpool 3rd. I think they'll come back, but I still think they're lacking. I think they've lost better players than they've brought in over the last few years.
Bit of a summer.
Yeah, no one's as good as Mane that they brought in.
Yeah.
No one's as good as Fabinho
Van
at his
Dijk's
best.
fucking.
No
old.
one's as good as Van Dijk at his best. Like their team.
My
isn't as
Liverpool
good as it
prediction
used
was
to be.
based on them getting that
Yeah.
midfielder though, and if Lavia does go to Chelsea, and that, I would
Yeah.
I don't think
I
he's
would
going Chelsea.
readjust my prediction.
I think they're getting Casado, but they're panicking in case they don't, so they've flung something in on.
If Liverpool get Lavia, I'll have him 3rd.
Good player he is.
United 2nd, City 1st. It pains me to say it,
Bottle
but I just think for City to, it's not even us to win the league. For City to not win the league, it has to go wrong in a way we've not really seen from Pep.
Funny though.
Usually, once he gets in, I know he's never stayed anywhere this long, but once he gets in, he just keeps winning.
We
doesn't he?
finished 3rd, and we're going to get better. Imagine that.
That's true.
They've got worse.
Um,
And Arsenal have decided
That's
to put
it.
Havertz in midfield.
Are they getting better? Our City genuinely getting better.
Is
I don't
Haaland
think
going to have
so.
another season like he's just had?
Probably
yeah,
not.
He might do.
But the thing with Haaland as well
No,
is...
but
like,
they haven't got
mean,
Mahrez's 15 goals. They haven't
plus,
got
we already established
Gundogan's.
I'd score 5, so him scoring 50 is not mental.
Also,
There's
remember,
established that
Gundogan
with
was
it,
the
right.
one who was coming up clutch at the end of the
There's
season.
a few things with
He
City.
was fucking
Bananas.
There's
class.
also, I think there's a conversation that they need to have over Foden. Because wasn't he meant to be starting every week by now?
He
And there
should- he
seems
should
to be
come to Man
conversations
United,
about his attitude,
Come to death
Pep's
row.
dropping him. Like, Pep had to
Isn't
have
the rest of
that.
his family blue? Oh, sorry, red. Sorry.
Just
Like-
come to death row.
Imagine that.
There's all sorts of issues there.
He's 23. Look, that's not old. I wish I was 23 again, but like all this time we've been like, by now he'll be starting week in, week
Yeah.
out, and he's
And he
not.
doesn't.
But he was for a bit, then Grealish took over, didn't he?
Well,
I don't know.
he
But they can do
starts-
that.
He starts,
Right.
scores 11 goals in 15 games, and then don't play for 2 months. And they does it every year. They do it with John Stones, they did it with Grealish, they did it with Mahrez, they did it with Gundogan. They do it with
Vardy's
everyone.
probably going to play 5 games, go on retreat for 18 months, and come back amazing.
The other thing here, the other thing that we need to remember is last season, Haaland played 12 games more than he'd ever played in a season, usually because of injuries. What are the odds he all of a sudden goes from being a player that misses 1 to 3 months a season
Keep talking.
to being someone that doesn't get injured for 2 seasons?
Keep talking.
Yeah.
That is that it could happen.
Keep talking.
And they can rotate
More
the
eye
way that
contact.
Dortmund couldn't.
And-
But
and on
I
that-
don't think
but by
Haaland will
that
stay
note-
injury free for 2 years.
By that theory,
Go on.
Martial has been injured
Oh,
for like 2.
No, this is not how it works.
Other chances he gets injured
we were doing
again
so
this
well.
season.
We were doing
I
so
think he's
well.
had
I was
all
with you
the
on the
injuries
21.
you could possibly have in your
I was
career already.
with you, Macca.
So that now
And
he's going to
now
go injury free
we entered a
for
twilight
this
zone.
season, and we're going to win the league.
What's more likely, me scoring 5 for City or Marshall playing 10 for United?
It's
Marshall-
close.
It's more like the Marshall plays 90 for United next season than you score 5. Can I bring you guys a stat?
Please
Do you know when you see all these things are going, well, Spurs are going to get better, well, Chelsea are going to get better, Liverpool are going to get better, and basically everyone thinking that the top 6 teams are all going to have a good season and it's going to be really hard for United to finish top 4. I'd like to go around, and you at home, before we reveal it, guess when was the last season that none of City, United, Chelsea, Liverpool and Arsenal, the big 6, when's
You
the last
mentioned
season?
5 teams there, but yeah, go
City,
on, big
United,
six.
Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, and who's the other one?
Spurs
The big
aren't
six.
big 6 though.
Spurs.
No.
Burnley. Oh.
Spurs.
But
Right. When's the last time City, United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool and Spurs, the big 6, went a full season and none of those teams sacked the manager? When was the last season?
1931.
I'll go. Oh no, it can't be. I was gonna go.
2015.
2015?
No, because didn't Chelsea sack? When did
Can't
Chelsea?
Oh, actually, yeah, Chelsea fuck it on. They'd sack everyone.
That's what I was
Someone
gonna do.
every
I was
night.
gonna
I think it was about 07,
I think 07.
07-ish, when you would have had Harry Redknapp,
Mourinho went in
Fergie.
07.
You would have had Harry Redknapp, Fergie,
No,
Wenger. But the one
no,
season when
06,
Chelsea wouldn't
07.
have
Oh,
sat
yeah,
their
maybe
manager around
06,
that.
07.
It's around that period because you would have had Fergie, Wenger, whoever Chelsea's manager was, Harry Redknapp,
Mourinho.
and who's the other team?
Top 6, big 6. Arsenal, City,
Arsenal,
Chelsea, Liverpool,
Wenger,
Liverpool.
United.
They had
Liverpool, Rafa.
Yeah.
So it's
that's
around that
2006.
period.
I'm gonna go
2006.
2005.
2002 was the last time none of those teams sacked the manager, as far as I can see.
Brought it
Every
back
other
to the
year,
right.
at
So
least
who's
one
that?
of them-
Gerard Houllier,
Yeah.
Fergie.
So it was,
Here's a good game. Fergie, Wenger, Gerard Houllier.
yeah,
Claudio Ranieri at Chelsea.
Yeah.
no. Joe Royal at City.
Wow, Joe Royal.
Right.
Joe Royal.
I've got his
Love
phone
that
number,
guy.
actually.
He's a
That
nice
is the
guy.
21
He was
years
Spurs'
ago.
Spurs with Martin Yol or something like that.
Spurs' manager was,
I read that.
no, it was
No.
Glenn Hoddle.
Fucking
That's the last time. 2002 was the last year when none of the top 6 sacked their manager. So this whole thing of, well, Chelsea get better, Arsenal get better, they won't all get better, because statistically speaking, at least one of them's losing a manager, let alone having
If
a
we
bad
could
year.
pick one manager, it'd be Pep. innit? Just go. Just fuck off.
Imagine.
Imagine.
And now
Because this is like when Jose won back-to-back titles and then went in like the October.
Hot take
Yeah.
of the prediction. Hot take prediction.
What's your
my
hot
hot,
take, Joe?
my hot take's not Premier League. But
City get the title stripped.
I love that.
That's not a hot take.
That's
that
not
should
a hot take.
happen.
My hot take is United win the Champions League.
That's not a hot take because
I
we're
don't know
going to
if
win
that's
the
that
double.
hot, you know. United were under 10
It is
We've
pretty
been-
nasty.
we've
City
been
finished
very
6th in
good.
the Premier
won it-
League and win the
we've won it
Champions
3
League.
times in 150
We've-
years. It's quite hot.
No. That's not looking at the context.
It's not that-
the competition's
yeah.
only been a thing for
Yeah,
like 60
like,
years.
Yeah,
For-
oh, so we won it before that, did we?
And we got,
Since-
We didn't win it before it was a competition.
since
there were
90
stupid rules.
Yeah,
We
actually,
couldn't
that's a
play
good point.
sometimes.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? We've won it. We've been the best team in England
Yeah.
at least 13 times, probably more really, if
Yeah.
we're honest. In the
But
Premier League era,
who'd
and
have
we've won it
thought in
twice in that time.
2011 that Chelsea were going to win 2 of the
Yeah,
next
but we're the
7.
only English team
Do you
to
know
have
what
won
I
it when
mean?
we won the league, apart from City, obviously, recently.
That's
But
true.
Like,
out of all the other English teams, didn't win
You
it when they were
got like
champions.
what have we seen under Ten Hag's Manchester United? We go far in cup competitions.
Yeah. And we saw that.
I'm gonna have to run. Sorry.
Ajax did. Now,
Steve's
quickly,
gotta
what's
go.
your hot take, Steve?
Hot takes.
Hot take is Jay's right.
yes! I've been waiting 10 years for him to say that. There you go. Confirmed.
He's
I am
going
right.
to a Green King pub right now.
Right, Adam, what is your hot take? The thing that's either going to make you stand out or get the piss taken out of you.
Newcastle finish outside the European spots. And Anthony Martial scores 20 goals.
Boom. There it was. The Newcastle one was mild.
For United?
The Martial
or in
one.
training, do you mean? What do you mean, 20 goals?
20 goals.
I don't think he'll play 20 games. I'll be honest with you. Now he might score 20 goals
He's
and
gonna
not play
score
20
goals
games.
in 10 games.
Okay, that makes more sense. Now you've explained it like that.
not in the league, obviously, all competitions.
All comps, 20 goals is back.
Wow.
New contract.
Hasn't he only scored
Put it
20
on
goals
the
in all
table.
comps once in his career?
Hasn't he scored
No,
20 goals?
3 times actually.
He
Is it?
scored 20 goals in all comps in the last in the last
Why are you
4 years put
fact-checking me?
together.
Stop
It's not-
fact-checking me.
You know the
Bring it up,
answer.
Tom, just because you don't.
Stop fact checking me.
Right.
You're lucky the internet's gone off.
Yeah.
That's what they always say when they're wrong.
There we go. Right, Martial stats. This isn't to dig you up. This is
It
just
is,
so
but
that
it is.
It
It
is.
just is.
No, this is so that the information was spread.
No one wants the video to be correct.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
the once.
Yeah.
1920. The second
That's
he's
what
got
counts,
he got 17 once. So you're saying he's going to have either his second best, or if he gets 24 goals, the best
Anthony
season
Martial
he's
has
ever
the
had.
best season ever.
So it's 24 goals.
Not even for him.
24 goals.
He's beating Dixie Dean, this lad. 70 goals.
Hey, forget about Haaland.
there you go.
It's all about Martial.
My hot take is, we've seen there, look, 657 million that Arteta spent. Do you know what it's reminded me of, Jay?
Go on.
It's reminded me of Solskjaer's last season. Do you remember when the expectation went from plucky underdogs, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, no one expects a lot from him. Then you finish second and everyone goes, well, the only way you can improve is by winning the league.
Yeah.
So you sign Cristiano Ronaldo, you sign Varane, you sign Sancho, and you go, there you go, win the league. If you aren't doing well, if you're fourth or third or fifth or whatever it is, by November, December, January, you're as likely to get sacked as you are to win
It's
anything.
also the nature of losses as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what did for Ole.
Well,
Well, wasn't losing games heavily
Exactly.
to teams we hate.
So my hot take is that I think Arteta is as likely to get sacked as he is to win the league. And I think they won't finish in the top 4.
So you think he'll get sacked?
I think he'll get sacked.
Okay.
Or there'll be calls for him to get sacked. I think he's
see,
going to have
I
a
could see
stinker.
them. I could see them giving him to the end of the season, and if it didn't work
Yeah.
out, going look,
Maybe that.
this was your chance.
But
Those things you don't get till the end of the season at Arsenal because it gets so
Toxic.
that
Do you reckon?
it's now or never.
I think he's as likely to get sacked as he is to win the league.
Yeah, they'll
More
finish
likely
out-
to get sacked.
They're more likely to finish outside the top 4 than they are to win the league.
Yeah.
I was shocked when I'm seeing.
Who
people
is it
saying
that's
they
got
win
the
the league.
documentary this time around? Is it Newcastle?
I don't
Is it?
care.
Newcastle.
Yeah. Don't care.
Don't care.
Don't care. It's what anyone but David Moyes. Yeah, I think that's going to be problematic.
Yeah. Right. Get in your hot takes in the comments at home as well. And also, let us know what you think of the name, Off the Bar. I think it works for many different reasons. I'm sorry if you own a podcast called Off the Bar, but I had a look and I can't see any that's still producing words.
You're speaking to one
Steve was on
person.
page like 8 of his Google trying to find an off the bar.
He was like, it's been done. I was like, all right, show me. And he
could
went,
see him, like,
oh, I
going
did
through
it
his
10 years
Google
ago on
trying to find
Soccer M.
one.
So we could be called Soccer M for all I care. That doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you for joining us. Thank you to Green King for sponsoring the show. We'll be back next week looking at... The season will have started. Can you even believe it?
No.
We'll have played.
I'll be
We'll have already
fully
beaten
on
Wolves.
board, Jester's hat on, fake Premier League trophy, everything. What's happening?
Like Joel Bayer coming in
God.
this studio with his little
Yeah, with
trophy.
a little gold trophy,
Oh,
whatever
actually,
it was.
let's not do that.
Pathetic. Right,
Pathetic.
that's been all. We'll see you in a bit.